What's the word? What's the word? General Thoughts audience. It is your host, Jaden Ray, and General Jordan coming at you guys again with visuals this time for season 5, episode 3. Are we on episode 3, Mills? Yeah, man, we're on episode 3. Shout out to Mills on the production for this season as far as everything creative goes, man. Mills has been a great help. So whenever y'all see her around, please give her some praise and let her know that she's doing immaculate. Uh, Without further ado, man, we finna get into this week's topic. It's my first time doing visuals, y'all, so y'all gotta bear with me on looking at the camera and staring at it for a whole 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna give y'all. I'm not gonna give y'all no 1 hour pod, cause nobody wants to look at my face for that long, do we now? But nah, for real. Let's get into this week's topic. We're gonna start off though with a question of where am I? Or you can ask yourself this as well. If you listen to this with a group of friends, like I tell my people doing the intro, you know what I'm saying? I always listen to general thoughts when you're with your peers because I feel like you'll get more out of it. But answering the question, where am I right now? Man, I'm gonna probably say a 6 out of 10, just because I had an exam this week. Um, I had some deadlines at work that I had to meet, and then I had actually missed some stuff I was supposed to do. I was supposed to meet with some people this week. Things I had to do. You feel me? I didn't get everything done I wanted to do. So I think that's why the 6 is there. Got a lot of rest though. I'm throwing markers. Um, but nah, for real. I think the week was cool. I think I had a lot to do, so I was kind of clouded inside of the mind. I had a great conversation with some of my community peers and my community groups, my life groups. We discussed the topic of can you be Christian and go to a party? Now, this ain't my episode topic, but that topic that I discussed really opened me up to, how I move around, decisions I make, places I'm in, how long am I in these places, how frequently am I in these places, and what am I doing in these places, man. So that's where I'm at right now, man. After this week, I'm at a good 6 out of 10. That's not bad for me, man. For this time of the year, going into October, going into midterms, usually I'd be at around like a 4 or 5 right now with the mental health thing. So I think I'm in a better spot now that I know how to maneuver this mental health thing for real, for real. Uh, what else, bro? What's new? Nothing is new for real for me, except that I'm trying this new avenue of podcasting. Um, which is kind of weird for me, bro. I was so against visuals for so long just because I didn't know how I wanted to do visuals. Everybody kind of does visuals, so you have to try to find a way to step out of your box or step out of the box. So this is my way of stepping out of the box, and my way of stepping out of the box is coming at y'all with transparency. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Clearboard. With this transparency theme I'm going for, y'all will kind of get to see me put my thoughts. On the paper or into fruition, and y'all can kind of have this guided conversation with me. But the real topic of today is transparency within mental health. And I want to emphasize on the men part because I feel like here at General Thoughts, we've done a lot with focusing on the health of women, especially the last 2 seasons. I need to bring over, we're going to write that over. So since we did a lot of talk with women and a lot of conversation with women on mental health, it only makes sense for the general to address the mental state of our men in our community. And I think it's important because I'm seeing a lot of men today talk about external factors that are affecting their decisions, that are affecting how they move, how they go to work, how they go to school, how they go about these things, relationships, all that. And we're going to get into it, you know what I'm saying? But the reason that I want to talk about transparency within mental health is because we're in an epidemic. I don't know. I don't know what we got going on, man. We as men in the African American community are having problems. I ain't gonna say having problems, bro, because I don't know what all y'all got going on. But I will say there's a tendency to notice that we ain't really just always all the way here. And that could be a number of things. That could be emotions. That could be financial, that can be masculinity, like whatever you're dealing with. Like we're not all the way here, we're not all the way supported. So I kind of want to do this segment, kind of just point attention to us and kind of giving game and letting us know, like, bro, we got it. Like we don't have to stress. There's no pressure, and relax, cause like we doing all right. We gonna be all right. Um, and I want to start off with the question of how can Black men begin to embrace openness regarding mental health and emotional struggles? Now, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I ain't with all that vent to everybody. I'm not with all that opening up to everybody. I haven't been for a while, but I am the biggest fan and the biggest advocate of finding your people and finding your community. Now, I ain't saying 10, 20. I'm really saying like 3, 4. I only got a couple people that I'm going to be open with and be vulnerable with and let them know, okay, this is where I'm at right now in my life. And these people are picked based off of the decisions that they make. So basically, if you're not around me making better decisions, or if you can't sharpen me, I can't come to you and be vulnerable. I can't come to you and be open, because to be real, you might tell me something that I really can't apply, or it may not be beneficial. So for me, that look like my older friends. A lot of my friends that I go to with the vulnerability self are older than me. They've graduated, they're in grad school, or you know, they're grown adults. You know what I'm saying? So those trusted sources. I recommend going to therapy for all the young Black men. I know it's something that people really, really make seem like if you're going, you have a mental health issue. I don't think it's that. I went because I had questions like, how in the heck, like, do you know when to react versus when to chill? How do you know when somebody is trying to, get over on you? How do you know when to fall back? How do you know how to discern the conflict between my spirituality and my religion? Like, what's the difference between that? How do you acknowledge these things? All these questions that men feel like we can't go to nobody for, especially not no doggone girl. And I ain't gonna say don't go to no girl, but we know how they get in the college round, bro. Like it could go 100 different ways. It might not even be. You might not get what you wanted out of that question. So you have to be mindful and aware of what you're doing and who you're going to. So I can understand why it's so hard to open up to just anybody, especially that's not you or been through what you've been through, coming from where you come from, bro. It's hard. But as somebody who did it and recently did it and got through it, and I'm on the other side of it now, bro, I'm all right, man. Open up a little bit, relax a little bit. Um, and so with that point, I'll just say, uh, be mindful and know my handwriting. Be mindful of who you vent to, or so be mindful of who you're open. I think that's the point for that first question. And so my second question is, I want to. Well, it's not even a question. It's more a discussion. I want to discuss some societal pressures that Black men may face, especially when we leave my Duke's crib and we leave our parents' authority. We can deal with masculinity, well, the pressures of masculinity. We can deal with the pressures of independence, and we can deal with the pressures of success. Now, these are some big ones, and they broad, so I know they can venture off into wherever. But the pressures of masculinity, I mean, shoot, we hear it all the time. As a man, as a man, as a man, you shouldn't. Why as a man, right? I feel like a lot of times, and this, I can sum this all up into put the phone down whenever you feel like um, these are pressuring you to make decisions. Whenever you're pressured or you feel like you have to make a decision quick, put the phone down, bro. Take some time to yourself. And the pressure with masculinity that we come across, especially what I see, is that we have to always put on this persona like we got it together and that we're ready to move forward. We can really dive into that dating thing with this right here though, with this masculinity thing, because I see a lot of people like trying to maneuver this. A lot of men trying to maneuver this masculinity thing with dating and how do I approach? What do I supposed to be doing? Like, bro, put the doggone phone down. Establish your own core values and what you look for. Um, Establish who you are. What do you want? What do you need? You know what I'm saying? What makes you a better human being? That's what you should look for in a person. And I mean, your masculinity gonna revolve around who you are, bruh. So if you know who you are, bruh, this it shouldn't pressure you. Is basically what I'm getting at. This independence thing is where I struggle at though, because I'm gonna keep it another buck. I'm not asking for no help too many times, bro. At some point in time, bro, I have to figure out how to get this, even if it means I failed one twice or three times. Because who else gonna get it if I don't get it? You feel what I'm saying? So, I deal with the pressure of being independent and not asking for help. That's pride, and I think we as black men deal with that because there's this stigma that we have to have it together. We have to provide, right? How can we provide if we're not independent? I got a counter question. How am I gonna provide if I'm not working with no teammates? I know I don't have a team or I don't have a group of people to work with. This don't work in relationships. It don't even work in real life with yourself. Again, shout out to my life group. We just had a discussion on how you really can't, if you're really trying to move forward, right? And you're trying to be better as a human being and trying to build that relationship with God, whatever that may look like, spirituality, whatever. Cannot do it by yourself. You have to do it with someone or with a group. We are humans. We are not meant to be alone. We're not meant to move solo dolo. You know, I pride myself on always being solo, but you can't always move solo. You can't even think, you know what I'm saying, about things like this solo. Like I had to bring Mills on this season because Jaden don't know how to doggone run visuals, let alone consistently run visuals. So gotta call up some friends. I ain't saying call up no favors. I'm saying call up some friends. So all the independence is out the window, and the pressures of success. Pressures of success. Look, man. Pressures of success drive a lot of black men down roads that we don't have to travel, roads that like we can avoid, bro. The pressures of success can have us picking career paths that we don't even rock with. It can have us making decisions that aren't gonna last long. So I'll say to that, uh, have you some goals. Um, Set many goals to those big goals. So if you have let's say I gotta go, all right, for me personally, I wanna own a marketing firm about 10, 20 years from now, right? I want it to be a big corporation, but to get to that marketing firm, I gotta get this degree, work in the field for about 10 years, learn what it takes to actually, manage something. So that's like it's 10, 15 right here, bro. Like these are mini goals. So this will be your 1A, 1B, 1C. That's your first one. Y'all kind of get what I'm getting at. And yeah, that's kind of how I go about, these societal pressures that black men face. Those are just three I picked. We know there's plenty more, but this is what I see on my college campus in my environment. The three pressures that we deal with, and that's how I will maneuver or how I maneuver on a day to day. My next topic though, and this is all around the same topic of transparency within mental health. Um, I want to explain why it's vital to be transparent, and I'm gonna talk about a little bit of my outcome. I think it's vital to be transparent because we can't bottle up stuff, bro. If you bottle up, then you won't you won't solve nothing. Bottling up ain't doing nothing but holding the problem in for a little long. It's kind of like a volcano, bro. After a while, you gonna explode, and exploding don't necessarily got to be spazzing out on friends. Exploding don't necessarily have to be, you know, reacting violently or reacting loud. Exploding can be you going through depression, anxiety, slacking off your work, uh, leaving your extracurricular endeavors, like slacking off on those. It comes out in so many different ways. So don't think that people aren't noticing, or don't think it can even come out inside your vices, bro. People can tell when you hanging on to them vices. So you have to really, 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 be honest with yourself and say, okay, I'm kind of letting myself go. Okay, I'm getting a little lazy. Okay, I'm becoming a little more content with this depressive state. Let's try to see what we can do to reel ourselves out. Um, the need for mental health professionals is very, very important, and I don't think we kind of understand that. But nah, for real, we're gonna segue into the next topic though. Um, and the next topic is dun 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 dun. Um, I think we're gonna get into this dating thing, man. And this is my last like It's my last segment because now we at 15 minutes. So I'm really doing good. Dating is something I don't really like to talk about on my podcast. It's very, very taboo for me. It could bring a lot of controversy and commotion. Because that's just how the dice be rolling when it comes to that topic. But I guess we're gonna talk about dating within men and mental health and like how to maneuver through it. So specifically, I think the topic was discussed. I say we're dating and transparency, y'all. I know dating in college is kind of weird. I ain't even gonna say weird, bro, because I don't think it's weird. I think it's just it is what it is, bro. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's dating, bro. It's literally life. But I'll say to my man, bro, how to maneuver through it in college is for one, know who you are, know what you're looking for, love yourself before you try to go and love somebody else, and that go for everybody. This is something anybody can take. I feel like, but nah, for real, set them boundaries so you won't be, um, overwhelmed. Set those boundaries. Let her know or let them know that this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what made me happy, this is what made me upset, this is what assures me, this is what makes me insecure, whatever. Practice open communications about your feelings, challenges, and expectations. I like this part right here because it's kind of letting people know your red flags, but I hate to use the word red flag. I really don't like to use terms that, the culture uses because it might trigger something, bro. I don't want to trigger that. I want to have a unique approach on general thoughts. And so I say practice open communication about feelings, challenges, and expectations because difficult conversations, I feel like, are the glue to the relationship, bro. Y'all ability to have difficult relationships and talk about difficult things. If y'all can't do that, then how y'all gonna maneuver when y'all disagreeing about something? You know what I'm saying? And it's simple as that. Y'all, I'm not gonna go into too many details because I really want to get out this topic. And then y'all gotta practice some self-care practices. That could look so different depending on your relationship. That's another reason why I don't really like to get into the relationship topic because relationships are very, very much objective. This relationship can look different from this one. That's why I don't really like how social media portray them. Like it's kind of like it's almost a criteria to how your relationship has to be and how it must go. And it's like, what if I'm on a different time? You know what I'm saying? Well, what if I'm on something different? You never know. So I say just be aware of all external pressures and don't let it dictate you. Be aware of what you have going on, how things may affect you, your triggers. You feel what I'm saying? Be aware of yourself so you can know how to maneuver around other people and know what to look for in other people. For my men, my young men, I really hope this episode was, some game for y'all. I hope y'all pick something up. I know I don't have too much time. I don't got too much to say. But I hope this was cool. I hope this avenue, this medium of podcasting that I'm bringing to y'all is sufficient. I hope y'all are rocking with it. And yeah, man, we're going to try this again on the rebound on the next episode. Peace. All she want is time, all she want is time. Look me in my eyes, call me on my live. Lock the city down till the summertime.